Hello, I'm John Fowler. I'm a certified safety professional and a certified mine safety professional. I've been speaking at the Groundwater Association conventions for the past couple of years. I'm excited to be talking again in this upcoming year. I'm going to be talking about two different topics this year. I'm going to be talking about how to become a commercial driver, and I'm going to talk about the power of written procedures. When it comes to written procedures, these are tools that are often overlooked when it comes to improving the safety of your operation. Oftentimes, they're overlooked because a written procedure is usually done very, very poorly. But they can be done right and they can be done correctly. And when done correctly, they become a very powerful tool. They can pass on valuable technical information. You can pass on torques, for example, for lug nuts. You can pass on different wrench sizes, even different filter numbers when you get into servicing JSAs for pieces of equipment. And you can also pass on lessons learned. So maybe something happened in one part of your company that you want to make sure everyone knows about in all the other parts. Lessons learned, hopefully not from an accident, hopefully maybe something from a near miss, something where no one was hurt, nothing was damaged, but you definitely learned something. And there are ways to use these written procedures to pass those lessons learned on. There are also ways to write JSAs. It's very important that they're written so that you can read them, so you can understand them, and so that the information is right there in front of you. And like there are tricks to it, whether it comes to different colors that you use, the different formats you use. And I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to walk you through how I've developed the JSAs that we use at our company. It's been years and years of upgrading them, working on them. And in fact, I reached out to the CDC and the NIOSH, and they have someone over there who his whole job is to help people communicate through written procedures. And I will also talk about what I learned from working with them. So for those of you out there who are interested in upgrading your procedures, this is going to be a great class for you. You're going to come away with a lot of information. You're going to come away with some good formats, ideas for coloring, for numbering, all the little details of JSAs, SOPs, whatever you want to call them, that'll make them really impactful to your operation. The other talk that I want to give is on becoming a commercial driver. This is something which has become a little bit more difficult in recent years. It could be that you used to be able to just go out to go to your friend, borrow his truck, go out to a parking lot somewhere or a field somewhere, practice driving around in the truck and shifting, and then have your friend take that truck to the DMV, and then there you go to take your test. Now you have to go to an FMCSA approved training facility. You have to go through a certain amount of training, certain topics, and you have to know certain things in order to even test for your CDL. So in the second workshop on becoming a commercial driver, I'm going to talk about what I've learned over the past 2 years preparing people for these CDL tests, some of the tricks, some of the things to study, some of the things that oftentimes you might forget about, like the fact that this is not just a commercial driving test, it's also a driving test. And people forget that you have to know what lane to turn in and where to put your hands on the steering wheel and all those things which we haven't thought about since we were age 16. So I'm going to use my past 2 years of experience teaching these CDL classes and teach you some of the lessons learned that I think will help you as you become, or perhaps as you help other people become, commercial drivers. So the two talks I'm giving, the power of written procedures, it's going to be very helpful to you as you put these procedures in place, and then also becoming a commercial driver, using my experience teaching these classes and giving you some tips and tricks along the way to help either you become a commercial driver or maybe you help someone else in your company become a commercial driver. But I look forward to seeing you all there.